It's not that we want to kill everything. But our understanding, he is a beast of chaos. Makes him an enemy. Can't allow him to walk freely amongst the people.
Not when he's in this form, he's not.
Or it takes is he loses that necklace and he's back to being the beast that serves the dark gods.
I have never, ever, in all the time I have known him, seen him without that necklace. It was taken from him. There's a difference.
So what happens if it happens again? Do we then again absolve him of his
Get the doctor to stitch it inside his body so he can't bloody lose it.
I don't think you understand how chaos works, my lady. You can bury things.
Please don't patronize me. A better understanding of how chaos works than most.
I will agree on that.
I'm living with him for 2 days. You'll learn quickly.
I told you I have seen many atrocities left behind after we have defeated the enemy.
Nobody knows more than you, right? Doesn't matter what I've been through, that can't possibly compare.
The priest probably knows more than I do. I don't know how much of experience my brother has of seeing the aftermath of chaos invasions. I have travelled extensively all over the old world fighting as a questing knight. I have seen the horrors, my lady. Maybe
yes, and so have I. But nobody seems to want to listen to me. My experiences mean little compared to everybody else's, right?
And I failed you again, my lady.
Don't start that bullshit again. Not having this feeling sorry for yourself and claiming to have failed every time we have a disagreement.
Oh, it's not that. I mean, I fully supported you in today's actions. I only pointed out my concerns about the mission. One, that word has gotten to me that it's quite possible that Lady Zedica was trying to use the opportunity to get away from Master Claw.
Well, I didn't see her do anything to try and get away from him. She was exactly where she said she would be, doing exactly what she said she would do. She went into that cage herself to get the narcotic into him because I couldn't get access to the cage. She put herself in danger.
Question also Master Claw's word. He has proven himself to be an honourable man so far.
Oh, so I just was imagining things, was I?
No, General.
Considering that he got himself bloody tainted by chaos by acting like a bloody idiot, then I don't think I'll be taking his word over what my eyes told me. Or did he fail to mention that part?
No, he just said that he observed Lady Zedica and Lady Terra trying to lose him on the journey.
I do not believe that to be the case. Lady Terra would not do that. Or are we to question her loyalty either?
Lady. No, I will not question Lieutenant Terra. She is a knight of Bretonia after all. Her honour is unquestionable. I have already spoken to Lady Terra and she has told me the same as what you have said.
So now we have to ask ourselves why Claw is so hell-bent on getting Zedica into trouble then, don't we?
Yes.
Considering this is the same gentleman that's done nothing but call her names and insult her since she got here. Same gentleman I had to send home because he was being rude and not following instruction.
He was under my employ at the time for the judiciary security.
And he was dishonouring your name, so I sent him home.
Well, he did apologise, did he not?
Not to me.
Well, I'll make sure he does.
I don't need his apology. I need to know he's loyal.
We've been able to count on him so far. Maybe he doesn't like the Demon Lord as much as most other people do, but
He's not the Demon
if we
Lord
keep...
anymore. Can we lose this vocabulary?
I do not know what to call her. Lost
Zedica,
girl.
it's her name.
Yes, but it doesn't feel right. I'm not a friend of hers, and I don't wish to be. I still
Sure, the
have
feeling's
mummies
mutual
about
with her.
husbands and... Yes, but I still have mummies without husband. You get my meaning.
I do. And I understand where you're coming from. But when people are making an effort to change, why can we not give them that chance? Where does this hatred come from?
After... Well, I don't need to keep repeating myself, do I? And what world you are actually in.
Then how are we better than chaos if we're just going to kill people just because we disagree with the way they behave?
When they disagree, it's not really disagreeing, they served the enemy. They killed loads of people.
And I understand that, but if they're going to redeem themselves, as some alright, maybe a few, it's only a few, but if they're going to redeem themselves, why can we not give them that chance? Doesn't everybody deserve a second chance? I draw the limit at giving them 3, but give them at least 1 second chance. The second they step out of line, then okay, fine, kill them, but give them the chance. Everything she's told us so far has been true, and everything she has done or said she's going to do for us so far has been done. What more do you need? She was willing to...
given any weapons tonight.
No, she wasn't given any weapons tonight because we were told not to give her any, so we didn't. If anybody gave her a weapon, I did not see it.
We'll probably search her before we take her back. Once we've finished questioning her.
They did, then I don't know who did, because it certainly wasn't me. I have to get over this instinct to just kill everything.
It's not an instinct to kill everything, my lady. It is to defend and protect the weak.
Oh, so the rabbits all need to die, do they?
They are quite ferocious, my lady.
No, they're cute and cuddly, and I like to pet them.
Just be careful.
That poor man down there has no clue what's going on. Feels like he's losing his mind. He probably did for a short period of time, and yet everyone's so bloody focused on killing him. It's ridiculous.
But he can turn into the beast at any time.
Not if he keeps his necklace, so we find a way to make sure it can't be taken again.
What if he willingly takes it off?
Well, then we kill him.
Well, that's what my men are ready to do. We are not treating him any less than we would any other prisoner. I've actually made sure that he's got food and water.
Well, all prisoners should get food and water. Unless you're planning on torturing them.
Torture is not honourable, my lady.
No, it is not. But that's exactly what they did to that poor man when they took his bloody amulet away. And earlier today,
you... hard to understand that an amulet Keeps him from being the beast that serves the dark gods.
Well, the doctor's also working on a way to revert a werewolf back to human form. Maybe you should speak to him about the matter. He knows more about it than I do. He was working on it when... what was his name? Sorodoy had those werewolves that he turned, trying to cage the one that attacked me. Because somebody's different to you doesn't mean they're a threat, and it doesn't mean that they're evil. Sometimes people just need some help.
Yeah, but this one did serve the dark god, my lady.
Not willingly, though.
I not know that.
I know Craxus. I've had conversations with him. I've seen him in werewolf form dozens of times and had intelligent conversations with him, more intelligent than the conversations that most people around here have, and I'm not including you in that before you start sulking.
I do not take it offensively.
I've had more intelligent conversations with Craxus as the werewolf than I ever have with the bloody priest spouting his nonsense about only one right way to do things.
Well, it's a decision that you will have to make, my lady. Whether the man will stand trial, be executed for his crimes, or be absolved and allowed to go free.
Oh, I'm allowed to make this decision this time, am I? I was told I was to stay out of legal matters.
No, it is the final decision rests with you, General.
Oh, well, that makes life easier. Now I just have to argue about what my decision's going to be. Earlier today, you insulted me.
Flaws in some of those decisions is all, my lady.
Pointing out flaws is one thing. Telling me I'm running around like a headless chicken when I was chasing a threat is not conducive to a conversation. And especially when you do it in front of troops that you expect to follow me into battle. If you can't respect me, why should they?
You are quite right.
I don't need to be arguing with you. I need your help.
You shall have it.
But you disagree with me, so how am I going to have it?
Well, I supported your plan, my lady.
Yes, the plan that you thought was going to fail, and not only did we get what we wanted, we killed 2 marauders on the way.
Yes, which is a good thing to know. A few less for us to worry about.
Yes, but unfortunately the one I wanted was not there.
You didn't see him, though.
Well, he didn't attack.
Well, maybe he was somewhere else. We did get a report of marauders in the south. It was a ruse. When we arrived, there was no one there. We scouted and patrolled and didn't find anything.
Well, next time that happens, send the other knight, will you, instead of leaving my side? I don't need to be worrying about where you are and what you're doing while I'm trying to keep everything together. Although, to be fair, he pulled his weight and he did a good job.
And so he should. He's a knight of Britannia, my lady.
Not the point. Personally pulled the prisoner over half the way back. It was only when he started to feel weak I convinced him to let me take over.
Well, now you know the bravery and courage of the men of Britannia.
Well, hopefully he's realised the bravery and courage of the free people.
Well, I did have a couple of words with him before he went to rest. He's not impressed with the fact that a lot of people don't follow orders. But he's getting used to the differences that would make you hunted and wanted in our homeland, like I have.
Oh, you're just getting used to it, are you?
Well, no, I'm a lot more used to it, shall we say. I don't have a problem with it for the most part.
Oh, small parts of me you have an issue with then.
There is nothing wrong with you for me.
Maybe if you let me give the orders instead of him barking them out every 5 seconds, people might listen more.
It would stand to reason, General, that you would choose your most experienced military commanders, and they would not need your input unless you directly give them orders to
They're
do so.
not used to him, and he's been rude to them.
Well, then tomorrow when we see Sir Shalon, you can assert your authority and how you wish your chain of command to be, how to function, my lady.
I don't mind him issuing orders if he's checked them first. He's made up
How
his
did you say
own as
to
he
establish?
went.
Well, that's part and parcel of being an on-the-spot commander, to make a decision when there are no other decisions.
Are you alright? You sound like you need a drink.
No, I'm perfectly fine, my ladies.
Drink and be quiet.
I do not drink coffee.
Fine. Get some water or something then.
Oh no, I'm perfectly fine. I assure you, I've drunk plenty today.
You sound like you're coughing, or trying not to.
No, not at all. Probably got a fly in the back of my throat or something.
Want me to punch it for you? Fine. Not ready to joke, I see.
I would probably like to keep my head on my shoulders right now.
Haven't bitten it off yet.
Oh no, but if you punch it off, there's a bit of a difference.
Punching the fly, not your head. It's
Yes,
not my fault if your
in the back
head...
of my throat.
It is hardly my fault if your head gets in the way. Those men out there saved his life today. He wants to argue about commands. He came under fire while he was carrying the prisoner back, and they all surrounded him and made sure that he didn't take any more damage.
Oh. It's only that if we see that the chain of command breaks down, it's a standard procedure to step in and make sure that it stays cohesive. I believe that's all that Sir Shalom was doing at the time when he was giving orders.
Oh, so he thought my chain of command was lacking, I see.
Well, no, we give an order and, well, you know what it's like with your free peoples. They're not very disciplined, not like us, the Bretonians or the Empire.
They all
They tend
followed
to
orders
do...
when they heard them, but it was extremely loud, and people got a little spaced out at one point, that's all. I called them back together. The only person I need to shout at, really, is Egan for ignoring the bloody horn. And I don't think he's impressed that I've got one.
Ah.
He started blowing his. I was like, oh yes, I should do that too. And he's like, wait, you've got one? that's a high honor. And I was like, oh, well, never mind. And then Tara's like, I want one too. He didn't like it.
Yes, I remember Sir Malachi trying to get the horn. But he is right. Which is why I gave you mine. For you to use to rally your troops. Every time they hear that sound, they know it's you.
Yes, well, some of them might need a lesson. Well, one of them needs a lesson. He was chasing the man on horseback and had him in sight and was firing on him, so he did what he thought was best and kept firing, waiting for us to catch him up.
No, don't knock horses. They're quite useful.
Oh,
Especially
I'm
in
not
battle.
knocking the horses. I'm talking about their black ones. They're vicious-looking things.
Well, they will be servants of chaos as well.
Well, if it attacks, it dies. If it doesn't attack, I'll give it another chance, depending on whether it's remorseful or not. Can't expect me to condemn a man to death for something he doesn't know he did.
My people and the people of the Empire are going to find it a hard one to fight, my lady.
Well, if they complain, I'll give them something else to bloody bite.
But it is a stretch.
Drink water.
But it is a stretch to make them believe that he doesn't remember.
How can they be so sure he does?
Well, the book says that he is a servant of chaos. The book speaks for itself, whoever wrote that book.
Well, whoever wrote that book may have been bloody prejudiced. Because according to the dwarves and the Bretonians, until they got to know me, I was a bloody servant of chaos.
I don't know this man, Craxus. I don't think I've met him before. I was on Parabon at the time.
He served in the army.
I'm not doubting his honour or his word, my lady. But he is a beast of chaos either way, and he does pose a risk. All it takes is one accident and that necklace is off and the beast is in control. So he says with his own words.
Then we need to find a way to make sure he doesn't lose the bloody necklace, don't we? Or see if the doctor can cure him. He was working on something.
Yes, but if he was born a beast of chaos, he will remain a beast of chaos.
Not all werewolves are born werewolves. Some are turned by a curse.
Yes, but the necklace makes him human. When it's not on his normal state, he is a beast of chaos, my lady. There is no denying this fact.
Well, so I'm in dragon form and I'm a beast of chaos, am I?
No, it is quite different altogether. He wasn't born of chaos or of...
Well, we don't know that he was. He could have been turned for all we know.
The book states, it says that he was a beast of chaos, and when given the amulet...
You weren't putting much store in that book earlier until you decided it supported your argument, so forgive me if I'm not going to let you use it.
Well, you're all using it.
I'm looking at the necklace part of it. I care little about people calling other people beasts of chaos. We all know that whoever wrote that has a different perspective than other people.
Well, probably the same perspective as us after 2,000 odd years of fighting them.
So therefore I'm a beast of chaos.
Well, no, you're not, my lady. You're not of this world. You cannot be classed as such.
No dragon can be classed as such unless they volunteer to turn. Which is why we hunt them down and kill them ourselves.
Some things are born of evil.
No, I don't believe that.
Here it is so.
Actions are what makes one evil or not. Nothing is born evil or good, it just is.
Well, Mr. Craxus's other side has already spoken then in many actions.
And so has his human side. He was there, he fought alongside us at some of those battles. Saved many lives by being there. Do we dismiss all this just because you've decided one side of him is distasteful to you?
Oh, I wasn't there.
No. You weren't there when he was hunting people as the Chaos person either. You came later, but you want to hold that against him, so why not take into consideration everything?
Well then, as I say, my lady, the decision is up to you. I'm just pointing out the facts. Making sure that you're aware of everywhere, things that you need to know before you make your decision.
I know, but
it's not me questioning your orders, it's just me trying to support you in the only way that I know.
No, because when you walked off with Sir Knight before to complain about things, you said we should have just killed him. That's not supporting me, that's
my personal opinion.
This is what I'm having a hard time accepting.
Well, it would be so, my lady, but it's not going to happen. We will follow your orders in this matter.